Well, some brand new numbers from battleground states in the White House race, with a WBUR poll out of New Hampshire showing a razor-thin race, giving Donald Trump 40%. Hillary Clinton has 39 there in New Hampshire. In Colorado, a University of Denver poll we referred to earlier shows the race tied in that state, both Trump and Clinton at 39%. And in Pennsylvania, a Quinnipiac poll gives Clinton the edge, 48% to Trump's 43%. Joining us now, Kevin McCullough, radio talk show host with Salem Media Group and a Trump supporter. Ethan Bearman is a radio talk show host based in Los Angeles and a Clinton supporter. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks, John.
Kevin, we've been talking about the tightening race. The Cook Political Report, pretty esteemed, examiner of political trends, says Hillary Clinton still has 278 electoral votes locked up, 8 more than she would need to win the presidency. So you can get a tight race all you want, but if she's got the electoral votes pretty much in the can, what does that suggest to you?
Well, that's based off of her winning 22 states. Donald Trump right now looks like he's leaning or winning 28 states, with a bunch of those right in the middle that could go either way. And what you're seeing, I think, even started before the disclosure on Friday last week, was that Trump had already started to correct a lot of missteps on the trail. And the Obamacare premiums, coupled with the disclosures from last Friday and all the email problems that have now been resurfaced, you've got kind of a perfect storm for him if he just stays clear of the controversy. And I think that people have really begun to say it's time for a different direction.
Ethan, it is a tightening race. You know what that means. It means that he is trending this way, and maybe she's trending down, but, whichever way the trends are going, they're not going in the way your candidate would like.
Yeah, there's no question that that is the trend, but as you clearly pointed out, I mean, with these polls, the margin of error in Pennsylvania is the key here. 5 points from Quinnipiac is beyond the margin of error. Look, as the previous person just pointed out that you were playing with Janet, was that the suburban women in places like Bucks County are totally turned away from Donald Trump. Washington Post just had another article this morning pointing out that Mitt Romney won college-educated white women by 6%, and Trump is losing them by 24%. He can't overcome that and win the Electoral College at this point. Plus, there's a new scandal brewing that Wired magazine just released about how much Trump is spending on himself from the FEC disclosures.
What about states like Florida and Ohio, though? They seem to be trending Trump's direction.
The thing about polls, John, is they're not goalposts, they're snapshots. And the question for me in my analysis every day is, which direction is the momentum going? And Florida and Ohio have been trending for Trump for almost 3 weeks now. I mean, he has the right. And if you look at the on-the-ground support, I mean, Rick Leventhal's report said that people started lining up at 7 a.m. It's now 11:37 on the East Coast. The event isn't until 2, and she's got hundreds of people standing in line to see Melania Trump. I disagree with Ethan on he has to win college-educated women. If he wins blue-collar workers in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Iowa, Hillary's going to have a very early night.
Yeah, and that is the thing. We tend to, slice the electorate up into these voting blocks. And, yeah, he might be doing well, or she might be doing well with college-educated women, but there are other groups, the blue-collar voters that have traditionally, males that have traditionally voted Democratic, who are doing, where Trump is doing well.
Yeah, there's no question that he has done a great job with that very simple message of Make America Great Again. And then the question comes up again when we look at Melania giving this speech today. Wonderful she's giving the speech. Interesting that Donald Trump surprised that on her in the Stephanopoulos interview on ABC, where he, again, in my mind, displays his misogyny. She's just an object for him to use in his campaign, and this is what's displayed, which is why women have fled from him the way that they have. And remember, we can make light of the fact of college-educated women turning away from Donald Trump. 62% of people enrolling in college are women. This is a major long-term trend, and if Trump has done this to the Republican Party, that's a problem long-term for the Republicans.
Yeah, those are some nice never Trump talking points, but I don't know that they hold next Tuesday. What you've seen is an evolution in the Trump ethos, and anybody that knows the Trumps and has spent any amount of time with them does not believe that Melania is a wilting wallflower. Donald Trump does not treat her as an object. There's a genuine deep respect there. And so while it may sound nice and there's a formula for why it needs to be the talking points, the truth is he's on message with Obamacare increases right now. He's on message with the lack of ability to trust a Hillary Clinton operation. 3,500 bureaucrats are going to be elected when she comes in with them. And they're going to be holding positions in State Department, military, other places. National security is important. These types of things have gathered the attention of the nation, and people are watching.
I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, national security is important. And what do we know about Donald Trump and national security? He's palling up with Vladimir Putin, who is establishing a brand new Cold War. I would also throw in this quick point, though, for Kevin, which is, look, Donald Trump's Make America Great Again. Make America great for what? Hillary Clinton is stability. Donald Trump is instability. That's what you're voting on next Tuesday.
We'll see what the voters decide. Ethan Bearman, Kevin McCullough, thank you.
Thanks, John.